It is, man. It's your boy Val coming at you with another one. This one gonna be serious, and it's serious. This the one. This one. You feel me? This me trying to find my way in the system for real. There's gonna be a couple parts to this because there was a lot going on. You feel me? Whole time I'm just getting in prison, trying to find my way. You feel me? Trying to move through the shakers, the fiends, the jack boys, the whole nine. There was a lot going on, you feel me? And I only had one person rocking with me at first, you feel me? I ended up trying to find my way my first month in the joint, you feel me? The female I was with at the time, I ain't gonna say no names, you feel me? But she was a rider, you feel me? We talking on the phone, we trying to figure out how we ready to start this 15-year bid off, you feel me? So basically, we end up coming up with the plan that we going smuggle a pack through the visiting room. Boom, I get in there. Whole time, already on my visit list the whole nine. She a rider, you feel me? She with me. So we end up coming up with the plan. You feel me? The old locked up trick. You feel me? Out the movie, the balloon and the pum pum. When she come in, I swallow it in the visit room. We put a whole plan together, go in the visiting room 1 week, see how they moving. Bam, next week we coming back with the plan. It worked. First time like a charm. Did that shit faster than Chris Brown died and You Got Served. Whole time. We get it in there. When we get it in there, I get back. You feel me? I sit on the toilet, boom, it come out. I'm in there playing and poop, digging through the toilet trying to find it because the only way I could get it, I ain't know how to throw it up yet. I still had to poop it out. Check my poop. Yeah, is that real? I'm putting on gloves after I poop before I even wipe my ass. I'm digging in the toilet trying to find it, the balloon in there. I find it, wipe it off, take the strips out. Now the strips on the street, they was like $5 at the time, $5, $6, but in there they was $100 a piece. You feel me? So we was like we was like, the flip was crazy for real, and it was worth it. It really was. So I get it in there, and I'm in a cell with a comrade named Blackface. Now Blackface, he was crud D, like I'm talking about crud D. He was a crud ball for self all the time. But I was in the cell with him because I had to go from building 4 to building 3. That was the only cell open. I was trying to get on the tail with my man Turk, so I got on the tail with him, but that was the only cell open. So until further notice, I was in there with him. I ain't put him in the business until I actually had the joints. I ain't tell him about going in the visiting room or nothing. I just told him I had some joints for real. Whole time. He was nosy, kept asking me how I got him, all the whole nine. But him being my cell buddy, I get him right, you feel me? I give him like 2 strips, tell him get food in his locker, get a couple of hours in his pocket, whatever. I'm just looking out for him because we is in the cell together, you feel me? So whole time, he already been jailing, you feel me? I'm still green as a bean. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to find my way, but I bust out. I'm doing my thing on the tier for real. Then it starts spreading around the building that I had. I'm doing my thing. So Blackface, one day he come to me like, hey, yo, I got a sale for you, bip, bop, boom. Turk told me don't deal with him for real on that tip, but me being greedy, I hit the sale. Next thing you know, the next day, Blackface like, yo, this strike one. Blackface like, yo, it's a, one of the older brothers, yo, one of the old heads, he trying to grab a piece, yo. He trying to get you do right for him. I told him I was going to holler at you. You can holler at me at lunchtime. I'm like, all right, bet. We get on the walk for real. While we walking, back from chow out of nowhere, I get botched, then boom. It's like 6 comrades. Whole time, it's a BM. This like they big dug for real. The BM press up on me. What's up, shorty? My name Bop. We want to say his name Cortez. He like, my name Cortez. For video purposes, you feel me? So I'm like, what's up, man? He like, what's up, shorty? What you got, 12s or 8s? I'm like, I got some 12s. He like, oh, all right, they 150 a piece right now. I'm like, yeah. He like, all right, bet. What you gonna do for me? So he basically pressing me, but it's on the soft press tip. Like, basically, yo saying, I'm a BM. I ain't paying for nothing. Do right. So when he like, what you gonna be able to do for me? I'm like, what you got? So yo get the giggling. The niggas that's with him giggling, but they really botched me in. Like it's 2, 3 of them behind me, 2 of them on the side of me, 3 of them in front of me, and yo walking next to me for real. Turk peeps it. You feel me? He come down the walk, speed up. He cuts in between them. When he do that, they like, ho, ho, ho. With a BM turn around on some aggressive shit looking at Turk. Turk like, yo, that's my little brother. He like, oh, all right. So we all walking back, man. It was just me and Turk, and we botched in. So it was like, shorty, I don't really be paying for no drugs for real, but I see what you saying. I got a survival kit for you, you feel me? I got a box of crackers, a couple drink mixes, some tuna fish and a sausage, and a squeezed cheese. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bless you for that. So with him saying he don't pay for no drugs, so I already knew what was going on. Now this what they do. Now basically what he's saying is he trying to extort me for real, but he's saying it without saying it. But he just trying to see what I'm gonna do for him. So I bless him. I give him like 2 times what he paid for real. Whole time, I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, why would Blackface put me in a cross like that? You feel me? He knew what was going on, but he tried to act like a nigga was just trying to buy something, but he really knew what he was doing. He was really pulling me in move for real. It was some petty shit on his behalf for real. Like, basically, he was feeding me to the wolves for real. So come to find out, Blackface was running around telling people like, man, I was being stingy, I was being petty, I was trying to spoon feed him the whole time. I'm like, nigga, I'm spoon feed you. I really don't owe you nothing. I ain't gotta give you nothing for real. I'm doing right, but all right, bet. Now I'm on the tip like, yeah, I gotta get out the cell with you. I don't trust him. But every day at the child, the police used to run down on a couple cells, you feel me? Like, they was looking for knives, drugs, cell phones. So as soon as we got back from dinner, everybody used to be at their door with their contraband by the toilet waiting, because if they rush them, niggas gonna either put their contraband in a hiding spot or they gonna flush it. So the whole time when we get back from chow, we see the 3 police coming to do count. So we ain't paying it no mind. They doing count right now, but at the count clear, they gonna rush at least 2 cells. So niggas like, count time, clear. So everybody get up and go to the door. I tell Blackface, like, yo, stand at the crack of the door and watch. We sleeping like cell 5. That's right by the front of the tier for real. And door 6 is directly next to ours. Like, you can put your hand under the door and slide it over and you'll be in cell 6. So I'm telling yo, stand at the crack of the door and watch towards the front of the tier to see if they coming. He like, all right. I'm trying to hide the strips, but mind you, I'm green as a bean. This is my first month in prison. I really don't know where I'm really hiding at, but I'm just trying to figure it out. And at the same time, I'm trying to make sure Blackface don't see where I hide it at, because if he do, he really can try to be slick and you feel me, dip in the spot. Or he'll pull a fake move, try to ride me at breakfast time, niggas come in the cell, he slide out. Stuff like that for real. So I'm trying to make sure he don't see where I'm putting it at. So I'm like, man, I only got like 20 of them left, 15 of them left. I'm ready to just put them in my boxes for real, or cheat them for real, put them in my prison Gucci wallet. And if you don't know what that means, it means in your ass. So the whole time, I'm thinking to myself like, no, I got a fresh jar of peanut butter. I'm ready. Like, put a fork in the peanut butter and try to stir it up as best as I can and put them in a finger glove. Like, if you take a glove and rip the thumb off, the thumb finger, you can put the strips in there and tie it up and stash it. You feel me? I was going to put it in the peanut butter like that. Whole time when I put it in the peanut butter like that, I mess up. So I take them out. And as I take them out and I'm trying to re-wrap them, I'm just going to put them all on top of each other, wrap saran around it, then put them in a balloon. But in the midst of me taking them out the saran wrap and trying to restack them, niggas like, yo, they in. Whole time, I get to fumbling with it because I'm scared, you feel me? I'm nervous. It's a stripper in church on Sunday in the front row. I turn around. Blackface is at the door. He not looking out the crack of the door. He's staring at me, trying to see what I'm doing in my locker. So him being so nosy, ready to get us ready to get me busted up for real. So whole time I hear the footsteps coming. We right at the front of the tier. You feel me? So he not worried about me at all. He worried about seeing where I'm stashing my stuff at, so he can steal or try to put me together for real. So the whole time, when I hear the footsteps coming, my scary ass, I takes all the strips, not wrapped up in saran, no plastic, no glove, no nothing. I takes all of them and toss them in the peanut butter jar and start stirring the peanut butter up real fast like this the whole time. It worked, but they hit the door right next to ours. They hit cell 6, we in cell 5. So now we looking, I'm sick the whole time. After they leave out the tier, they hit the doors for wreck. I go in the rec hall with the whole peanut butter jar and the composition book. Now I just got a big ass knife, plastic knife from the kitchen. I'm just spreading the peanut butter out on the composition book paper, trying to find where the strips at, taking them out, wiping them off real good. Needless to say, I lost like 4 or 5 strips altogether. Still ain't lose everything for real. So I get mad at Blackface. I leans on him like, yo, you so busy being nosy. You supposed to be watching the door. You almost got us bust up. He like, my bad, Joe, my bad, Joe. My bad, yo, that was my fault, whatever, whatever. I'm like, yo, that's the second time you did some shit I wasn't feeling, bro. Like, the first time you put me together with Unc on a walk, whole time you knew what type shit Joe was on. You basically sick the wolves on me for real. He like, nah, yo, be on some bullshit. I knew I shouldn't have told him. I'm like, nah, I don't believe in coincidences. That's 2 strikes. This ain't baseball. You ain't getting 3. Whole time, I'm like, you know what? Say last man, Turk like, yeah, I gotta get you out of there with yo. I ain't feeling your vibe. You on some bullshit. I'm like, yeah, he definitely is. So what we gonna do from here on out is, I ain't telling yo I got nothing on me. I'm gonna just tell him I gave it to you, put it in your cell, and I'm gonna just keep it in my dip for real. Like, cut the front of your box is the little part where, yeah, the little fly part, the inside, you cut a hole in it and stick it in there for real. So I did that from then on. Whole time I stopped doing right for Blackface. Mind you, I ain't move out the cell with him, but I stopped doing right for him. But that day when they hit them cells, they hit cell 6 next to us, cell 38 upstairs. 38, they found a bunch of jailhouse wine in there, so they locked them up. You feel me? They found all the old fruit they let get rotten and all that for the jail wine. So they locked them up, took them to lock up. So Turk had a homeboy named Deuce over there. Big dude, stocky with dreads, bunch of tattoos. Deuce, he pretty much was on the tip like, man, I'm a crash out. I'm with whatever. So Turk like, man, you and Deuce should move upstairs. I'm trying to stay in the cell with my bunk buddy because he about to go to camp. When he go to camp, he gonna leave me his Xbox. I'm like, all right, bet. So the next morning, I moves up there with Deuce. Mind you, Blackface, sick. He don't got nobody doing right for him. None of his brothers taking care of him. He trying to survive off selling egg sandwiches and shit from out the kitchen for real. So whole time when I move up there with Deuce, your job, man, like, damn, yo, as soon as you find your way, yo, you gonna dip on me, yo, that's where it's at. Just because those little situations, I'm like, nah, dummy, I ain't feeling it. The whole time I move up there with Deuce, and that's when it all started, right? The other stuff wasn't even a problem. This is where everything went left. As soon as I moved up there with Deuce. I move up there with Deuce. Now it's the weekend. I got another visit. I go in there, do my thing again. I hit the dance floor. The dance floor is the visiting room. I hit the dance floor, do it again, right in the bucks. Boom, now I got 50. But this time, I messed up because I had did a favor for a dude named No Limit. Now, mind you, I'm green as a bean. I don't know No Limit is a comrade too, you feel me? But he cool, he real laid back, he stayed to himself, he a gangster for real. And when I first came in the building, when I first came in the jail, me and him was in building 4. So when I go in there for No Limit, I get like 80 of them, I think. It was 50 or 80, but it was all 12s. No, matter of fact, it was 100. I went in there for No Limit and got 100 of them. When I went in there for No Limit and got the 100, I come back, but this time the girl wrapped it wrong. So the balloon had bust in my stomach. mind you, I had only went up there 3 times in court. You feel me? So the first time was when that stuff happened with blackface. The second time I had went up there, and I think that's when I got the 50 or the 80 piece. The third time, I let No Limit in the whip. You feel me? No Limit. The whip is basically the car, the situation where we raid cats. That's basically, it's the situation. I let No Limit in the situation for real. I get the 112s. She wrapped it wrong, the balloon bust. But mind you, I gotta wait for it to go through my stomach and shit out. The balloon bust in my stomach. You feel me? So now all the drugs is in my system. I'm high as Fat Charles' ass. I'm high as Fat Charles' ass. We sitting in the jail hall and I told Turk like, yo, I feel funny, yo. It was like 3 days after I swallowed it. He like, what you mean? I'm like, yo, I think my stomach acid ate through the balloon. That shit just bust. I feel crazy. He like, man, bitch, that shit ain't busting your stomach. If it busting your stomach, you'll know. You'll be earning and all that. I'm like, dummy, I'm telling you, yo, I feel crazy. He like, man, bitch, ain't nothing wrong with you. I'm like, all right, yo. We got to dip, yo. We got to get out the cafeteria. He like, all right. We get up. We walking back. Mind you, there's so many people on the walk. We on a walk, and I just feel nauseous. I arrows. It looked like all water, though. Don't nothing come up. I'm like, shit, that balloon probably bust. He like, oh, man. We get back to the tier. They open the doors. I go in the cell. I'm like, man. I try to make myself throw up again. I couldn't throw up. I try to sit down and shit. The minute I sat down and tried shit, I thought I had to fuck. Next thing you know, I arrow, and the balloon come up. Why this balloon come up? It's empty. It felt like soon as I saw the balloon and saw that it was empty, it felt like a high went like this. And open and bitch slapped me like, wow! As soon as I saw the balloon empty, it hit me. Boom! I instantly like, oh. Hey, yo, I don't feel too good, yo. I pass out. I wake up like a day later, Turkey at the door like, bitch, you all right? You all right, yo? Him and No Limit. So Nolo at the door, No Limit nickname Nolo. Nolo at the door, he ain't on no, man, yeah, all right, I ain't trying none of that. I want my 50 strips. I don't care about your 50, I want my 50. Nah, yo really trying to make sure a nigga good for real, and I respected it, you feel me? So I'm telling him what happened or whatever. He just trying to make sure I'm good. That's his only concern. He ain't telling his brothers about it, no nothing. So whole time, I keep going in and out of consciousness, passing out, but I'm telling them, don't take me to medical, you feel me? Because number one, you can't overdose off of strips. And number two, I ain't gonna lie, I was so high, I kind of liked it. It was a good feeling. All the stuff I was going through at the time, I was so high, it felt good, but it was 100 strips in my system, you feel me? And I was going in and out of consciousness, sleeping for days, you feel me? So now, niggas sending kites to the cell like, yo, I hope, basically Turk like, yo, you gotta be on point, yo, because you don't know if you're gonna be on some nonsense or not because you fumbled the pack. So now it's looking like it's ready to be me, Turk, and Deuce against all the comrades because the strips busted my stomach. That's part one. You gotta come back for part two to see what happened the next time I woke up and that business got clear. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't keep watching the video and not liking it. I'm gonna feel some type of way, y'all.